Okay, so we're going to do Parr's Free Motion Ruler 60B, which is the cross feathered design. You can get a nice motif out of this, but we'll start with the feathers first. Right, and I'm using this inward point here as my recognition point. So I'm starting at the curl, needle down, and start your curl round. Bring her round and down to that point. See? Just like that. I'm just going to cut that thread. You would obviously finish it off properly. Slide the ruler down, and I'm just going to move the fabric so that you can see what I'm talking about. I'm going to put the stitch line that I've just done into the centre of the channel, because when the needle comes round it will kiss that and come round and complete your pattern. So we're going to come up there, come round, kiss that, come round and go back over that line, back down to where you started down there. Now I'm going to dress this feather by tipping the ruler up and coming up to the centre of the feather, back down, bring the ruler down and do one more little line just there, and then stitch down to the corner. See? Then as you bring the ruler down, again, that will come in and kiss. Stitch her round, back down to the centre. Every time you make a petal or a leaf or a feather, if you bring the ruler back up, you can fill what you've just done with some stitching, which makes it look a little bit different, but it dresses her beautifully. And the beauty of this particular feathered ruler is that you don't have to take it off to come and do the other side, because you've got the feather on the other side as well. So we're going to be starting to stitch upwards instead of coming down. We'll complete this side, bring her down, position her, and down to the point. Slide her down and stitch. Very simple, very, very effective. Bring her round. Up, back down, and then do another little staggered leaf petal there. Bring her down. Now I'm going to close that last one. That's the end of my curl. I need to dress that. Take your time, get your lines nice, and come down to that corner. Now we slide the ruler over, and we're going to come back up the other side. Make sure that the channel's in the centre of the stitching is in the centre of the channel, and come up and do the first curl and back on the other side. And I want to close that like I did on the other side, and put my two lines in. I've just done two on this one because I want it to be a little bit lighter on the stitching, but I still want the effect. Slide the ruler up, and on this time we're going to be stitching to that line there, so that's in the centre of the channel. Bring her up, stitch your curl and come back, and we're wanting to dress that before we move on, so slide the ruler up and bring her down. Staggered line there, and bring her up. Line everything up as you wish. You may not want to do exactly the same as I'm doing, but I'm giving you the basis to get these feathers just beautiful. bring her up, line in and stitch round. You're keeping all your angles correct, all your curves continuous, stitching is continuous, and because we've got the lovely hopping foot with the ruler work, we're not getting any missed stitches because the fabric is under control with the foot. Stitch around, come back, fill that one in. Very simple, but there are lots of ways you can change the look. I'm going to put a single one up there, bring it round, you could draw a square and put a feather around it. Absolutely beautiful. That's the very basis of the feather on this particular ruler. Just look at she. Isn't she beautiful? There we go. Absolutely gorgeous. Now what I want to do is show you a motif. Now I don't think I'm going to get it quite on there, so I'm going to get another piece of fabric. I'll put that to the side. We'll get another piece of fabric and I'm going to do a motif. And I'm going to do this motif with the design there in the centre of the motif. And on these motifs, the ruler is always set square. And we're going to stitch from the beginning of the ruler all the way around to the end. So follow the line round, take in all the little markings. Absolutely beautiful. Those little markings there make all the difference. I'm going to cut that, needle down in the fabric and turn the ruler round. Okay, and set her square, nice and square. You're just doing the 4 points of the compass, and if you do that you'll get a surprising pattern in the centre, which is quite delightful. Bring her round. So you're getting that lovely curve, needle down, bring the ruler all the way around, set her square. Don't be frightened. Trust me and trust the ruler. Bring her round, follow that gorgeous line and bring her down. Needle down, all the way around, set her square. Beautiful square design and stitch. Do that lovely curve and bring her round and all the way round to where you started from. And when you pull that out, you've got that beautiful curved design. But look what else you've got, that beautiful square design in the centre. Perfect lines, absolutely beautiful. So you've got the lovely feather and you've got that beautiful square design out of the one ruler. And you can see that if you turn the ruler, you're going to get different lines, different patterns. Experiment with them, either with on paper and pencil with the design buttons or on the fabric. Just play with them. That's the 60B cross feathered. Enjoy.